So hi, Welcome to Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Sorry for missing last week. There was no music to talk about.
It's like one fucking album.
Honestly, probably would have canceled it anyway. But then there was no music, and then I was like, I'm seeing Pierce the Veil. So we did that instead. So we're here this week.
Woo!
Woo! Everybody cheer and chat. Yeah! Good Noise Podcast made it to their regularly scheduled Monday podcast.
Shouldn't have been a big deal.
Yeah. Wow. They've really been slacking at it. We're sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, guys.
But I guess we'll jump into the 2 weeks worth of shows that we went to that we didn't get a chance to talk about. So you want to go first?
Did you go to a show before I went to my show?
No, but we went to the same show.
Do you just want to like kind of share experiences? Like we can go band to band.
You and I had two totally different experiences. You didn't get fucking soaked. I had to go buy a new wallet.
Dude, that thing is fucked. Oh my god. That's just crazy. Okay, so I mean we can talk about the bands and then talk about our experience, because I had a difficult experience as well, but it wasn't I have to replace something.
Mine was miserable, but go ahead. You can
Mine was
start.
just frustrating. I'm sorry. So I get there and it's all well and dandy.
So before Glory starts, we both saw Pierce the Veil in the Used with Don Broco, and you had an extra opener. I was supposed to see Girlfriends, and it got cut.
And I wanted to see Girlfriends, but I was stuck with Death by Romy, which was an interesting take. We'll get to that. But my experience getting there was frustrating because there's a long ass line, and I'm like, I know for a fact this is not like quick pass. So we find the shorter line. We're like, is this quick pass? And they're like, yeah, this is quick pass. We get in the other long ass line, and then they fucking let everyone in at the same time. When in the description of the quick pass, it was like, you get early entry. So you have to skip the line. And they lie. And I paid $25 extra per ticket for a fucking lie.
$25 extra to get in the venue first?
Dude, because it's like, I bought it because I was like, okay, great. This means we don't have to like fucking camp out for barricade. This is like the fucking guaranteed like either barricade or like first, second row, right? I was like fucking 8 rows back because they let everyone in. I was so pissed, dude. I think I should actually like contact like someone about that, because that's actually fucking ridiculous. But that was my experience getting in and there. What about you, Shane?
My experience was, well, I want to go home from work first, so I'm gonna cut it really close. And then I was like, I don't want to park right next to the venue because it's gonna be too expensive. So there's a lot further down. They also jacked the price up of that lot. So then I parked even further away. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to miss Girlfriends. Oh my God. And I'm walking in and I hear Don Broco starting, because it's all outside, obviously. And I'm like, so either I totally miss Girlfriends or something's going on. And I go on Instagram and I'm like, and they're like, so sorry, New Jersey, we can't play. We got cut. I was like, I would have gotten here earlier if I knew that. But they canceled the set 30 minutes prior while I was driving to the show. Thank God I only missed one. Well, I technically didn't miss any of it. I heard it all, but I only was standing outside for one Don Broco song. Then I got in the venue. I was like, no, I'm not gonna get to see them perform. I'm only get to hear it. So that was good. They put on a great show. There was the reason why Girlfriends got canceled, as I'm sure you could tell by the wallet if you're watching this video. There was a weather advisory. There was rain in the forecast.
There was a little bit of a drizzle.
There was a little bit of a drizzle in the forecast, and they wanted to get the show over with as soon as possible, but obviously didn't want to. Most likely the option was cancel. You know, if there was a date to postpone it, I don't see why the show would have went on. So that's why Girlfriends got canceled. Don Broco actually added a song to their set, despite like I figure everybody like gonna cram their sets in really fast. You know, like just like
they were given extra time.
They played a song that wasn't on everyone else's set list. I'm like, what in the shit is going on here?
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah, they put on a great show as per usual. It was not raining for them. At this point, I was wearing a hoodie. People were looking at me weird.
You're like, you don't know yet.
Yeah, those looks did not go on much further. Then Pierce the Veil comes on. that's when we all find out that the headliners get 40 minutes each. I'm standing
40 minutes each.
40 minutes each. Pierce the Veil cut more than you would have thought they would have cut. They cut all of the good songs
from their 10-minute set already. They made it a crisp.
But don't
2
worry,
set.
Don't worry. They played all the new songs. Thank God.
You mean like the 3 new songs that they have on the set list?
Yeah, they played the 3 new songs, and then they were like, "Okay, guys, time for a King for a Day," and I was like, "Oh shit!" Are the Used gonna play for 40 minutes too?
They're just gonna play fucking Pretty Stupid Awkward or whatever.
Pretty Handsome Awkward.
Pretty Handsome Awkward and call it a day. Okay, man. I was a Pierce the Veil. I was there for Pierce the Veil.
Right,
okay,
well,
the Used
whatever.
Was a plus.
So we're about maybe 10-15 minutes from the Pierce the Veil start time. It does start raining. Not too bad to start out. By the time Pierce the Veil comes on, I'm convinced that the place is gonna flood. It was raining so goddamn hard. I got so wet. But the way the rain was coming down, it wasn't coming down. It was coming down on a diagonal. So towards like everybody's left side. So my entire left side of everything was fucking soaked. But I was wearing jeans, my right pant leg totally dry. Not a drop of water on it. My left pant leg soaked. Both of my shoes totally soaked. Like,
oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, totally soaked. So Pierce the Veil, they play. I'm miserable at this point. I'm so wet. I wasn't even cold. I'm just sopping wet. Because the hoodie was great because obviously my shirt didn't get too wet, but wasn't great.
Carrying a 20-pound hoodie.
Wasn't great in the fact that if I took it off, there was nothing I could do with it because it was waterlogged at this point.
Yeah, that's awful.
I'm not tying it around myself. I'm just stuck wearing it now. I had to roll up the cuff on my left sleeve because it kept dripping, so I had to get it to stop dripping.
I know that feeling. That shit happened to me at Blue Ridge Rock Fest because I was wearing a fucking hoodie and it was just I had to curl the ends of them so they would stop.
I was trying to keep my hands from not getting pruny because I hate that, and I knew my feet were just I was afraid my fucking toes were gonna fall off. They were so goddamn wet. Bert comes out and he goes, "Are anybody else's feet squishy?"
Oh, God, bro, I'm gonna fucking boot him off the stage. Fuck that, Bert. Get out of here.
But yeah, Pierce the Veil put on a great show. So that was good. Although they cut the songs that nobody at the show would have known because they were the deep cuts. I mean, what is it? The Boy Who Could Never Fly or whatever they were playing is actually
it's not
as
popular song.
Yeah, but it's not King for a Day. It's not Carphanelia. Therefore, it's a deep cut.
But Circles is not a deep cut either. I fucking knew Circles before I knew
that was a single, I think. But
it's still just I don't know.
So a deep cut, of course. I'm sorry, I didn't get to go to any Pierce the Veil shows ahead of before the pandemic. Everything has been post-pandemic after they've blown up on TikTok. It is this is the one band that it fucking aggravates me, the type of people that go to these shows now, because everybody has their fucking phone in the air. Yeah. I'm it is monsooning out. I know your phone is waterproof. Are you not afraid water is going to get in the wrong place, though? Mine was in my safe right pocket that wasn't wet. And it didn't come out once. And people are just recording the whole fucking show. And I'm can you fuck off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I recorded the first 2 songs, I think. And then, granted, my phone fucking died. But it's even I wouldn't have done that. But it's the entire fucking crowd was just phones at my show. And I was this can't be right. At pop shows, I get that. Whatever. Fucking Harry Styles is right in front of you. I get that. Whatever. Pierce the Veil?
But it's just one thing to record But if you're going to record for a prolonged period of time, like if you're not just taking an Instagram story, but you're going to record the entire show vertically nonetheless, which pisses me off. Like if you're going to be obnoxious, at least do it horizontally.
At least make the end product look good.
Exactly.
You're going to fucking hate it.
So if you're going to record the entire show, I do think that like you should have some spatial awareness of like the people around you, and that like everybody's kind of the same height. So unless you have a jolly green giant behind you, you probably shouldn't be like this for like 40 minutes. No. A song or two at most. Like I get so fucking nervous like just recording a song because people have gotten to the point of like no fucks, or like I'm afraid somebody's just gonna bitch slap my phone like out of my hand.
Yeah, that's actually terrible, especially if you're holding it over someone.
Yeah,
because I'm usually the tall person in the crowd, so I'm holding it over people. But my phone I had caught my phone in the air when I was recording like a Pierce the Veil song, because the person just fucking flung their hands up, and I was like, fuck, because it's like, I'm not fucking finding that shit.
Yeah.
Like that's not reaching the ground. Someone's just gonna grab that out of there and fucking run. Like there's no.
Yeah. They're like, oh my god, it's got Pierce the Veil songs on it now. Perfect.
I didn't have to record any of it.
Yeah. So that's my biggest fear is like one too many songs, and like the big meathead behind me at the fucking Slipknot show is gonna just bitch slap my phone out of my hands, and like
and you can't like do anything about it because I mean look at it. It's like shit.
So yeah, that's my rant about that. You record shit all you want, but I do think there should be some spatial awareness going on.
Yeah, I used to record all of my shows like start to finish, for the big ones at least. Like Kendrick Lamar, I recorded the entire thing, but I was seats and I held it like to here at like my own shoulder.
Yeah, because you can rest your hand on your elbow on your thigh.
Yeah, exactly.
That took way too fucking long to get out.
Well, granted, and that wasn't even worth it because we fucking stood up. So it's like I'm able to like fucking, this fucking the thing where you're holding your phone like that. But it's just like spatial awareness is definitely the big thing of it, because I record shit, but I always keep it to like my eye level and in front of my face, so I'm not like blocking anyone else. And I'm always so worried like my shoulder is in someone's way, so I always end up in this fucking crazy little situation with my arm.
You're sore the next morning. It's terrible.
Oh, and it's like I thought that was normal, but it's not. It's not fucking normal.
No, everybody else is just like this.
Exactly, where I'm like
exactly.
It makes no fucking sense. But I was just gonna go into my show because that was
right ahead. Yeah.
So my show, I was not rained out, thankfully. I did get a full set by
Lucky.
Death by Romy. I wasn't the biggest fan personally, but as they said 50 times during the entire show, this was their first tour, so maybe their second tour will be better. I feel like their studio stuff is probably better. I don't know. Maybe I just wanted to see Girlfriends more because I thought Girlfriends was at my date. They were not, so that's fine. And then not Death by Broco. Don Broco popped up on stage, and I was like, fuck yeah, I wanted to see them for so long because I love their album. Haven't really revisited it, but I just have very fond memories attached to it. And they did not disappoint, like, at all. Their stage presence is crazy. The fucking drummer sings and screams. It's fucking awesome. It's beautiful. It sounds great. I really did enjoy Don Broco. And then it was The Used, which I was hoping for Pierce the Veil and then The Used, so I can kind of see a little bit of The Used and be like, okay, bye guys. But no, it was The Used and then Pierce the Veil. Bert came on stage, mumbled some shit, and I was like, fuck yeah, Bert. He had his whole fucking lineage side stage. Like, it was like 20 people side stage, babies and all. I was like, shit. Wrap it up, Bert. I don't know if those are all his kids or whatever. I don't know.
They're in Australia, bro.
What?
He lives in Australia.
Bert
McCracken from The Used lives in Australia. Would you expect anything less from that guy?
He looks like he lives in fucking New Jersey.
No, he lives in Australia.
Why does he live in Australia? I
don't know. He fucked off to Australia. You think I'm lying to you? I'm not.
That's new the used lore. That's new Burt McCracken lore that I've never fucking heard. That's like out of left field. I never would have thought Australia. Good for him. I guess. I don't fucking know. But so Burt came on stage, the fucking guitarist slash screamer. Actually, I think bassist. I'm not sure. I didn't look.
Bassist.
I can't really remember. Bassist. Yeah. Bassist screamer. Bro goes fucking hard. That shit was crazy. He fucking killed it. And I'm happy I saw him on stage with them all together, because then you've told me like they're good, but they're missing the scream because
he was the one that was doing the screams.
Oh, so he got better.
Yes.
That's
God
good.
Bless.
That's good. He's improved, because that I was listening. I was like, shit. This sounds like their studio stuff. This is fucking great.
Yeah. This tour made me look like an asshole because I was like, wow. I was talking shit because the last time I saw him, it was so bad. I was like, damn, dude. I'm glad they fucking improved, because holy shit. He saw
that shit, actually. Yeah. He was like, okay, I gotta work on this. Fucking Shane from Good Noise Podcast is fucking ripping me to shreds. Then Pierceville came on. Fucking love them. Love them. What I really liked about the show and the crowd was it was mainly people of color, more specifically Mexican and Black people. So me being Mexican and Black, I was like, fuck yeah, this shit's awesome. I love these people. It was generally like a good crowd, aside from a couple assholes who wanted to take, no joke, I counted 20 people to the front barricade. They like linked arms and were like pushing through everyone.
Average TikToker.
Yes, they matched the age and look as a TikToker. So I was like, you.
I didn't know they had those in Virginia.
I know. I'm like, I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it.
I didn't know they had TikTok in Virginia.
No, I thought I was the only one who fucking hacked the mainframe and got TikTok, but apparently there are others out here. So that kind of sucked. But genuinely, other than that, like, really good crowd. And Pierceville fucking killed it. They were amazing. I love the intro song that they do before Death of an Executioner comes on. That shit made me tear up a little bit, because I was like, that's like someone's doing it. I don't know. It's a whole little thing of me being a little person of color in the fucking music scene, and always seeing like white people on stage and being like, that's cool and all, but you're not me. And then actually seeing like a group of fucking Mexican guys come on stage fucking playing Spanish music, and I'm like, oh shit, I've heard this song. This shit's crazy. This shit goes hard. And then they fucking come on stage, and I don't know. It felt like a nice little full circle moment for little me. So that was a little special. But they fucking killed it. It was crazy because no one fucking knew the lyrics to any of the new songs. I'm pretty sure it was just me in that crowd singing along. Pissed me off a little bit because, and also, where the fuck is Jaws of Life? That's your new album. Why are you only playing 3 songs from it? And also, why aren't you playing the title track, the best song on the album? That pissed me off a lot, because the fucking 40-minute like fucking set list pissed me off as well, because what?
Considering I got 40 minutes and they cut 3 songs, it was a little bit longer than that.
Well, but I have it in like a playlist on Spotify, so maybe they just have a bunch of like filler where they're talking or whatever.
Yeah.
But
well, he was like, hey everybody, this is where we played our first show back in 5 years. I know he doesn't sound like that, but he's so short. That's exactly he's so short. I think he should sound exactly like that.
He's like, hey guys, my name is Vic Fuentes. He's fucking awesome. I fucking love that guy. He's good.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't fucking see Vic. It's not even the phones. I just can't see him.
You can't see him past the fucking microphone stand. He has to like tiptoe up to the microphone stand. Oh, he's so small. But yeah, fucking awesome show. No complaints except for the fucking TikTokers on stage and off stage. Bam, that was a shot. But that was it.
Yeah. So my story picks up. I'm sopping wet. I examine the damage. My wallet is soaking wet. My parking ticket, because like there was the parking machine where you take the ticket and you put it in at the end, fucking soaked. I'm like, oh no, now I have anxiety going into the use set, because I was like, oh my god, what if I can't dry it, or it dries weird? and then the fucking parking thing can't read. And what do?
You have to like fucking talk to like an attendant or something. That's the worst.
No attendant. You got to like press the call button on the machine and hope that someone picks up.
Oh, at fucking 11 p.m.
exactly.
on a Monday night.
Yeah, ain't nobody picking up. So I was able to get that to dry on my dash while I changed out of my sopping wet clothes. But anyways, the U's come on. I'm miserable. I'm wet. My wallet is drying in my other pocket now. And I was like, number one, gonna say very surprised and glad that there was a ton of crowd retention. It was a sold out show, but there certainly weren't 5,000 people there. I feel like a lot of people ate their tickets because of the weather. Very expensive concert to miss out on, but it wasn't my money. But a lot of people stayed for the used, which I was happy to see, because obviously last time I saw Pierce the Veil at that exact venue, they was not even a co-headliner. And I mean, bro, I moved from way in the back to really close to the stage for I Prevail. So it fucking cleared out. But it seemed like a lot of people, like there wasn't much of a mass exodus. A lot of people stuck around. Granted, it was also like 8:20 and the used were coming on because the show was over at 9 instead of at 10.
Wow.
So really, there was no point other than you were wet. And it does, like, you're gonna be wet no matter what, so might as well just stay. But they put on a great show. Cut a couple of songs, but added a song that they hadn't been playing into the mix. Blue and Yellow off their first record, which was nice. I didn't think I would know the song because I thought it was further down, like way down on the track list. But I actually did, because I do love that record. The last couple of songs are just really long. But I did know the song. I was like, this is fucking sick. I know the surprise song they're playing. But yeah, as I kind of mentioned when you were talking about them, fucking blew me away. Like that, I've seen the Used 4 times now. That's the best I've ever seen them. Bert actually seemed like he wanted to be there. The bassist can actually scream. And I'm just like, they really have it together now, because the last time I saw them, I was like, honestly, I may never see this band again, because Bert went on stage and it felt like he didn't even want to be there. And I was like, this is god awful, terrible. But yeah, they put on a great show. That was almost worth being out in the rain for.
Almost.
And then it started raining while I was walking back to my car.
Damn.
And like, I was kind of walking into it. So like, if I was walking my normal pace, my entire, like my dry pant leg could have gotten wet. So I had to run to my car with waterlogged shoes and very sopping wet clothing.
Wow, that's an awful feeling.
Terrible experience, but at least my wallet didn't get wetter than it already was. So that was good. Shout out that. Went to a couple of shows. Before that, I saw Currents 2 nights in a row. Didn't get wet at either of those, because thank God those shows were inside. So I saw that tour in Asbury on a Thursday, Philly that Friday. It was Currents, Like Moss to Flames, and Vent Animate, and Foreign Hands for both nights. I mean, how
fucking crazy
how can you miss that lineup? I bought my first piece of band merch this year. I have way too many band shirts. That's fair. When I'm going by myself, it's usually between parking and gas and food afterwards.
You've bought more band merch for me than you've bought for yourself. I've Venmo'd you more than
so it's like most of the bands I see, it's just repeats anyway. So it's like, unless a shirt really entices me, like I already have a shirt, so I'd rather pay for parking because I have to do that. So that's where I'm at with the band merch. But I was like, I love this band too much. I don't have any of their merch, and I like this shirt. It's got the tour dates on the back. Cool shirt. So that was fun. The whole package put on a great show. Foreign Hands, both times I walked in as they were playing, because they started at 6:45 both nights, but the ticket sent 7.
Oh shit! I hate when they do that.
Someone fucked that up. But luckily, like, I was already aiming to get to the venue early, but both times I was walking in as they were playing, and like I was walking into Philly, like knowing that they were probably going to start early, and like aiming to get there so that they wouldn't just be like coming on as I was walking out. I was like, God fucking damn it! Walking up the fucking stairs to the venue, I'm like, shit!
Pick up the pace a little bit. Start running
I was like, and I still have to go to the bathroom. God damn it!
You trust the bathrooms at fucking venues, shit?
Bro? I gotta pee, man.
I've never. Oh well, okay, because you're fucking because you can do that.
Yeah.
It's like fuck you. All right, man. Never mind. You don't have to brag.
But they put on a great show both nights. Invent Animate put on a great show both nights. They played an exclusively Hevner set because that so that was fun.
That's awesome.
Yep. Like Moths to Flames put on a great show both nights. The crowd was definitely more into Like Moths to Flames the second night in Philly. And not so much in Asbury. I mean, Asbury had a pit open the entire night, but like the entire crowd was kind of like, all right, did you guys just come here because you needed something to do on a Thursday, or do you actually like these bands on the lineup? Because like the crossover is there, like it shouldn't have been as weird as it was for really the entire night.
Yeah.
But Chris comes out on stage and like in the middle of the set, he was like, last night I played a show in New Jersey. I was convinced none of them liked any metalcore. He's like, worst show at tour. I was like,
oh my god, the fact that he fucking said that. You can say that?
He gives no fucks. He gives no fucks. Like at one point, I thought it was an exclusively New Jersey thing, but he did it in Philly too. At one point in the show, both nights, he just goes, I'm going to move as much as you guys move. And then he would just stand there like this as the song was starting.
That guy's fucking awesome.
He did
That's
do
awesome.
it for a little bit longer in New Jersey. I mean, eventually he does have to start, singing the words.
He has to, unfortunately.
But yeah. I
wish he could just completely match the energy. The people would be like, okay, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah, they always put on a great show. I kind of chilled in the back in Asbury, but for Like Moths to Flames and Currents in Philly, I was up pretty close to the barricade, so I was bouncing around and shit. So that was fun.
Hell yeah.
And then Currents, came on, put on a great show both nights. Blown away in Philly because like I was in the fucking crowd, like bouncing around and shit, and like fucking for the last two songs, whoever was in front of me walked away. I was one person away from barricade, and I was like, God damn, how did I get here?
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. You deserve that shit.
I was like, and then I think it was between Foreign Hands and Invent Animate. Brian walked right past me. I was like, I wanted to stop him, but he looked like he had a mission, so I didn't want to interrupt him. But I was like, God damn it. Bro literally was right next to me and just walked right by me, and I was like, I should have fucking said hi to him. Fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't get a chance to say hi to him, but he walked right past me, so I was close. I was almost there.
Close enough, yeah.
And then this past Friday, I saw Brick and Mortar, Pollyanna, and Dry at House of Independence. I was there because I work with Pollyanna and Brick and Mortar. So that was a good time. As always. Best I've ever seen Jiraiya perform. He's really, really building the stage presence, and now he's got like a whole fucking like 6-piece band behind him.
Holy
and like
shit.
I was talking to him about it before the show, and I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, like, but it's working.
But you're on to something there.
Yeah. I was like, I
you're doing that
don't know
shit.
what the fuck you're thinking over there, but it's working.
I gotta see them live, bro.
Pollyanna put on a great show as always. Brick and Mortar put on a great show. It was a great night. I didn't get home until a little after midnight. I was dicking around, talking to people. It was a good night.
Good.
I don't have any shows this week, thank God. But next week I'm seeing Weezer.
I think you should just call it quits after that. No more shows this year after Weezer.
I agree. Sam and I got tickets because Joyce Manor is going to be there, and Sam just wanted to see Joyce Manor for a minute. So it's like we might not stay for all of Weezer because neither of us are like huge Weezer fans, but the main goal is to see Joyce Manor. Everything after that is bonus because we bought it during like the $25 all in, so it's like,
so you got lawn.
Yeah, so it's like, we were just like, we just want to be in the fucking venue, like,
just want to be able to hear them,
see Joyce Manor, and then maybe if we want to leave, if we want to leave we can. If we want to see Pork and Beans, we can stay for Pork and Beans. It is what it is. So that'll be a good time.
I approach That's kind of how I approach everything in life, I think. If I see pork and beans, I see pork and beans. If not,
that's how I approach all my Weezer shows. This will only be my second one, but it's weird that it's happened twice. So we don't have a ton of music to talk about because there really wasn't anything.
Huh? That's why we've been talking. Yeah.
We don't have a ton of music to talk about. It was really a light 2 weeks. But we're gonna talk about what there is to talk about now. Niall Horan put out his new album, The Show. Glory, you're the One Direction fan here. I'm gonna let you start this one off.
I am the One Direction fan here. So I have very mixed feelings about this album. I don't think it's a bad album. I'll start with that. I could say confidently, this is better than Louis Tomlinson's second album. I could say that. Is it Heartbreak Weather? It is not Heartbreak Weather. I do think it's good. There are a lot of tracks on here, more specifically, You Could Start a Cult, that, in my opinion, should just not exist. But all the other ones I think are decent. Science is okay. The closer is good. I do enjoy the closer. It's just it's not the vibe that I was expecting. It's a lot more chilled down. It's just not as super bright and poppy as Heartbreak Weather. It might also be the rollout that is giving me that opinion or that vibe, because Heartbreak Weather literally was the brightest fucking rollout ever. Like, it was bright blue everywhere, where this is a lot more earthy colors and whatever. So that shit also does impact how I view and hear the album. I don't know. I give it like a fucking 7 out of 10, I'd say. Where like Louis' album was like a solid like 2 out of 10. I did not fuck with that album at all. Louis, back to the drawing board. But this one was good. I would listen to it again. I think I would. I think I will.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton of opinions on the record, other than honestly I enjoyed it. I didn't go in with any expectations at all, because as we've established here, not a One Direction fan.
Jonas Brothers fan.
Brothers fan. Yes. So my expectation was this is going to be a pop album, and I got a pop record, so I can't complain. I thought it was for what it was trying to do, it was solid. Yeah. That's all I have to say.
That's completely fair, honestly, and I completely agree. Yeah, it did what it was supposed to do. But it didn't like fucking crack anything new open. He didn't try anything new. Like, at least Louis was like, I'm gonna be a fucking pop, rock artist. He failed, but he tried. That was the thing. He tried.
I don't mean to, like, because obviously they're all doing their own separate thing now, so don't want to keep comparing them. But when we look at the now 3 new albums from the guys in One Direction, Harry, Louis, and Niall, this is the best one out of them, because that new Harry Styles record, bad.
Dog shit.
New Louis album, bad.
Dog
this
shit.
One, it was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. He didn't work with the same guys those 2 guys did, so that's all that matters.
Exactly. It's A-okay with me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Origami Angel dropped a new mixtape, The Brightest Days. I thought this was an album. Then I was like, no, it's in an EP. And then Shane renamed it on the thing, mixtape.
It is a mixtape.
Completely out of the loop with that. Fucking rocked. I love this EP front to back. Every song on it's beautiful. There's no filler. There's no, they should have cut this a little earlier. They should have extended it. I think everything's great. Fleshed out well. Awesome. It really is Origami Angel, like fucking Crown the Empire, fucking Ice Nine Kills, and we need one more, just holding up the music industry right now. Those are the only people I trust right now, honestly. I can't.
I mean, at this point, I expect nothing but the best from Origami Angel. they constantly drop bangers. This certainly flows like a mixtape. There are a lot of different, like, every song is different. So I can see where that naming idea came from. I want to point out My PG County Summer, because that song is fucking crazy. We've seen them experiment a lot with the 2 EPs they put out, and now even this mixtape. There's just so much experimenting going on, and it's all working, and I think that really proves just how great this band is. So I really like this mixtape, and I like that they have it flowing as a mixtape, and it's not just like we want it to be different, but the songs all flow together.
Then they were written at the same time, and they all have the same tone.
Well, they can. I don't care if they were written at the same time, but like, just sonically, they are all so different. And I was like, all right, now it makes sense. Because like when I saw they announced it and they're calling it a mixtape, I was like, they're just trying to be quirky. And then I listened to it and I was like, nah, wait, they're onto something. Right. Yeah, they got it. Yeah.
Makes sense.
First and Forever dropped their new EP. If We Go Down, our interview with them chatting about this EP comes out tomorrow, actually.
Should be crazy.
So, yeah, this fucking EP is crazy. The band keeps getting better and better. I mean, there were three.
Strange.
Yeah, it's wild how that works.
It's a little peculiar.
There were 3 singles off of this, so there were 2 songs left over. Want to shout out Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
I was gonna fucking say that.
We can have the same shout out, Glory. We can have the same favorite. It's okay. This song, like, it's just, we spoke about it in the interview. Fucking wild. I mean, he starts yelling at the end. Really.
It doesn't get better than that.
Exactly. Doesn't get much better than Alex screaming bloody murder.
What else can you ask for on a First and Forever record?
Exactly.
Honestly. Yeah, this fucking EP rocks. As Shane said, it's I added on. It's kind of strange how they keep getting better and better. I didn't know bands could do that, honestly. I thought it was supposed to be their first album, was supposed to be their peak, and then, it's down over from there. But I thought this EP was amazing, and I'm very excited to see whatever they choose to put out next in the next year, or however long it takes, or however long they want to put something out. Because this is fucking amazing, and I will be streaming this.
So true. Need to hear Bloody Mary ×3 live.
Invite me on stage so I can actually do the scream. In Virginia, fucking do it. Do it.
No, Glory, it'll take away from the magic of Alex screaming bloody murder on stage.
We can both do it. 2 fucking mics. Don't give me a mic, actually. I fucking got this shit. I got locked and loaded. I fucking need this to happen. And Berlin dropped a new single, Lacerate. This shit was like fucking crazy. Just randomly. This is like the only like heavy song in the entire playlist.
You're completely disregarding the Knock Loose songs that are on here.
See, but that was spaced out, This was like, this, to me, it just felt like it was fucking in the middle of nowhere. And it just came and then it left.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the song a lot, but it caught me off guard, way off guard, but I fucking loved it.
Yeah, this is because they've got an EP coming out at the end of the month, and I do think that this is like a great first single for that, because it left me wanting more. The song is so good, and like I was blown away by it. I kept fucking playing it, and I was grooving each time. I was like, this is so fucking good, and I'm just left I'm left here wanting to hear the rest of the EP. Comes out at the end of the month, so I am patiently waiting for that. I will be streaming when it comes out, because this single's got me hooked now. I'm hooked. I'm here.
Shane's hooked. He's ready. He's ready for the EP.
The Front Bottoms put out their new single, Punching Bag. I have become a Front Bottoms enjoyer as the months and years have went on. So I enjoyed this song. I've come to appreciate the band over my years of hearing new stuff for them, and also going back and pretty much listening to their entire discography to prepare for the first time I saw them, because they were just like, we're picking songs out of a hat, and I was like, well, now I got to know everything. So I've grown to appreciate the band. So I think it's a good song. New album comes out in August. Stoked to hear that.
I really enjoyed this track.
I knew it. You were giving me that fucking look.
I fucking loved this track, actually. This might be my favorite thing that they've put out, because it just scratched that itch, It's good. They did what they needed to do with it, and a little more. So I gotta give them their flowers for that, honestly. Like, that, you guys fucking did it. You did it. You got me. Fuck, you got me, okay? Shit. Okay, damn it. The Story Untold dropped a new single, Remedy.
Gloria and I have differing opinions on this one. I only know this because she said something to me ahead of this. I'm going to start. I liked the song. Very reminiscent of the because they've put out a lot of singles, and they had announced like we're going to be doing pretty much only singles now. So the last full EP that they put out had songs that were like this, and I love that EP. So when I heard a song like that again, I was like, fuck yeah, because I love that side of the band, and we really haven't seen that with all of the singles, because we've fucking spoken about all of them, and we've seen all different sides of the band, but haven't seen this one in a minute. So I was stoked. I liked the song. Gloria, on the other hand, differing opinion.
I am not the biggest fan of this song. It is unfortunately my least favorite thing that they've done, which is fair because they've put out a lot of singles, and I think it's okay for me to not like 2 out of the questionable amount
25
fucking singles that they put out. I think it's okay for me to not like 2, not be the biggest fan of 2. It's not like I'm gonna fucking dog on this track and be like, oh my god, this is the worst fucking thing I've put in my ears. Oh my god. No, that's fucking Pride by Track. That's the worst thing I've put in my ears. So this will never ever get to that point. I think it's just not my cup of tea.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The Maine put out 2 new singles, Blame and How to Exit a Room, announced their new self-titled record coming out in August. They're seriously dropping more ass shakers. I did not think it was possible for a band on their like 8th album now to drop even more ass shakers, but Blame, bro, fucking groovy as shit. How to Exit a Room, not so much, but Blame, fucking crazy, dude.
But that first track, shit. No, this is actually like insane. This is some of their best stuff that they put out in a while, because I feel like the podcast was too young for us to actually appreciate you will be okay, or You Are Okay. I forget what the last album name was.
Well, no, the last one was the yellow one, the XOXO.
XOXO.
And I don't even know.
I'm still stuck on the other one.
I don't even know if we chatted about the other one. It's
we did.
It's so long ago.
It was years. I do remember talking about that, because I remember being like, "Why isn't it just American Candy again?" And I'm pissed at myself for saying that shit, because that is one of my favorite albums.
It's on the internet somewhere.
It's not even some, like, you can find that shit easily. But I think this is great. I do need to revisit their past 2 albums, because I don't know. I feel like I didn't give it as much attention as it deserved. And if this is possibly the start of them rolling out something new, I don't want to just leave those 2 in the dust and become obsessed with this one, when I did experience the rollouts for those 2. So this has made me want to revisit their stuff.
Yes, I'm very stoked. Both the songs were great. I'm just saying, Blame's a fucking ass shaker. Like, they're gonna be playing that shit at Sad Summer, and I'm gonna be shaking ass.
No, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, absolutely. Youngblood dropped a new single, Low Life.
Oh, Youngblood.
We have conflicting views on this one as well.
Oh, Youngblood. I don't fucking like
Youngblood. I fucking love doing his accent, dude.
I don't fucking like this song. It's not terrible. It's not the worst Youngblood thing I've ever heard. But I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah. I don't like the intro of it. I'll say that. I really do not like the intro, because it scared me, because I thought he was singing. And I was like, that does not sound good, Dominic.
It's almost as bad as the Alice Cooper ripoff song he had during the last album.
Was that My Funeral? That shit was bad.
Garbage.
That shit was garbage. It was really fucking bad. But this one, I think it's good once it gets into it. I don't know. I still, my favorite shit is still like his older stuff, or like Strawberry Lipstick. That Strawberry Lipstick, that fucking song is better than like almost his entire discography. That shit hits. Like, whew, that's good. But yeah, that's it. Remember when Youngblood and Halsey collabed? Do you remember that shit? Remember they dated? I'm 11 minutes away. That was fucking them. That shit, hated it.
I didn't know any of that. I just learned so much in 13 seconds. That was a lot to take in.
It was a lot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not, as I said, not my favorite, but certainly not my least favorite thing that he's dropped in a minute. You know, if it's the start of a new album cycle or what have you, gonna go in with an open mind, because at this point I've found at least one thing that I've liked in everything that he's put out. So in each project, even if I don't like the whole thing. So
Yeah,
that's the energy we're putting out into the world for future Youngblood releases.
There's always a golden piece of corn in a fucking pile of shit. That could be a good little euphemism. Euphemism? That's not the right word. That's not the right word. That could not possibly. Let's move on.
Movements dropped a new single, Tightrope. Song fucking bangs. They've got a new record coming out fucking later this year. Stoked for that. The song is great. The band is great. I did not realize how fucking big they were, though.
Yeah, I always thought like Movements was like the same size as like fucking who's the band that took Save Face and Origami Angel on tour? Not Spanish Love Songs.
The Wonder Years?
The Wonder Years. I put them as the same size.
They are about that same size. The Movements is going on like their biggest headliner yet and playing the same exact rooms.
Oh.
Like 2,000 cap.
So they're the same size than I thought they were.
Yeah, I mean, I went on Spotify and I was like, wait a minute, since when has this band had over 1 million monthlies? Like, I mean, I saw them open, you know, I saw them on Sad Summerfest, and like Grayscale played immediately before them. And that, I was just like, this band is fucking way bigger than I thought. And then I saw the rooms they were playing on this upcoming tour, and I was like, holy shit! Since when?
That's actually fucking crazy. Good for them, man.
Yeah.
Good for them. Doja Cat dropped a new single, Attention. I thought she's been fucking hyping this shit up for like the past like year and a half. They're saying like it's the craziest shit she's ever done, and like people aren't gonna like it. This is nothing new, Doja. I'm sorry. It's good. It's okay. I'll give it, it's okay. I did really like Planet Her, which apparently is, according to her, a cash grab, which I think is a fucking lie. But I did like the pop rap hybrid that she did on Planet Her, and I did miss that with this song. But I'm excited to see what she does. I guess, I don't know. I was expecting and hoping for something that was similar to Planet Her, but that was going in with, I already fucking knew it wasn't going to sound like Planet Her, so.
Yeah, I mean, I like this song. I thought that it was interesting. You know, I kind of expected. I don't keep up with her, so I didn't know that she was like, this is my craziest song yet. And like, I guess from an outside perspective, looking at what she's done, it kind of is. In the sense of like, it's not like anything else she's put out.
Yeah.
You know, it's very much like, it kind of relies on like this weird kind of like, not so much beat, but it's not like, it's kind of an instrumental, I guess, like this very weird fucking thing, and like she's kind of like hidden in the mix for some of it. It's very fucking weird, the song, and I think that's why I like it, because it's a little bit more, I guess, synth based.
Yeah. She's going a rock direction as well. She said she wanted to go rock with this album, so we'll see if she actually does that. So
yeah, I mean, I thought that the song was cool, and it wasn't like totally rap. You know, she sang a little bit and all sorts of shit. So I thought it was a very interesting song. Really kept my attention.
That's good.
So I can appreciate that. Spanish Love Songs put out their new single, Cleanup Crew. They've got a new record coming out. It's called No Joy. Very stoked for the record. I always forget how much I fucking love this band until I hear their shit again, and I'm like, God damn, that's why I love this band so much. I don't think we covered the first single off the record. This is the second one, but I believe it comes out in late August, and I'm very stoked for it.
Absolutely, I fucking love this track. I love seeing them live. I'm very excited to see what they have hidden under their sleeve. I don't know.
Up their sleeve.
Up their sleeve. Thank you. I'm on fucking low power mode, man. I'm sorry. Glasslands dropped a new single, The Ether. This fucking rocked.
Yeah, this song was cool. I appreciated the heavy scream there at the end, because there was a lot of clean going on, and then he just lets out a hellish scream at the end, and then that was the end of the song. So I need more of that. on the future stuff.
Take note of that.
Yes, but this song was cool. I'm glad that the band is back. Stoked for whatever's next, because that record they put out was pretty cool. We got to dive into it with Josh. It was a good time. Oh yeah. Honey dropped their new single Big Star, announced their new record. It comes out in October.
Yep, I saw that shit.
And they are canceled for drinking and vaping on stage. That's a no. Don't do that, guys.
Dude, don't fucking tell them about the 1975. Don't fucking let them go there.
Don't fucking do that, guys. That's wrong.
That's wrong. No drinking, no vaping. Things that have been done on stage for fucking hundreds of years.
I made like a joke tweet about it on my Maine.
Yeah,
and obviously it didn't hit the targeted audience. I mean, like my friends and shit liked it because like they know that I just shit post on there, but like someone made like a fucking comment about like how
like a snowflake, right?
Yeah.
Like that. I was like, down, dude.
It's so clearly a joke. But I looked and they must have just like looked up vaping on Twitter and were like, it wasn't like directly related to the drama around that. They were just replying to everybody about vaping, and I was like, weird way to spend your day, dude. Like,
that's crazy. We gotta start doing that. We just, word of the day, or we just fucking defend whatever the word is. We look up on Twitter. That'd be fucking fun. Hell yeah.
So yeah, I just can't see Honey again after that. I did appreciate, I thought it was hilarious that the band went into it, but then Austin also like made fun of what was going on Twitter. Like he posted a picture with the front man like on his story, and like he was like holding the alcohol and the vape, and like they were just like totally going into it, and I was like, this is great.
So that was the context.
Yes.
Of that.
I'm glad that they all know what's going on, and it's clearly not ruining the vibes, because like there were people on Twitter that were like, well, Austin wouldn't approve of that, so like Austin was just like posted that picture with him, and it was like, I was like, that's so great. Like that is the best way to address something like that.
like they're not fucking smoking like fucking cigars on stage.
He's not doing crystal meth on stage. He's fucking vaping.
He's not fucking... We gotta stop somewhere. We gotta fucking stop somewhere. It's fucking great. Calm down. Calm the fuck down.
I was blown away by that. But anyways, the song is great. I'm stoked for the record. This band is awesome. And did I mention I'm stoked for the album? It comes out in October. That is way too long to wait.
I have heard that you are stoked for the album. I do love this band. I do love this track. I'm very excited. I wish fucking Water Parks came to Virginia, but they probably wouldn't have had a sold out tour if they did. So actually, no, they didn't. There were like three dates that weren't sold out.
Yeah, there was like Vancouver.
Virginia could have made it 4.
Yeah.
Just saying, Austin, you missed something there. You missed something. Hail the Sun dropped a new single, Under the Floor. I fucking love Hail the Sun because it scratches that itch of fucking frontmen with awesome fucking vocals that are just like not like the standard, like fucking Andy Leo, like fucking Vic Fuentes. Like it makes sense. Just that cool ass voice. So anything they put out, I'm gonna be like, this is fucking awesome. And this is no different, because I did genuinely really like the song. Awesome voice aside, I did really like the song. Yeah,
I did enjoy this song. It bangs. Stoked for the record. Again, comes out in August. August is going to be a busy month. Lots of albums.
Busy fucking month. I'm actually going out of town all of August. We're going to have to bundle all of it up and save it for next
Jesus
time.
Christ, that's going to be a long podcast. But yes, stoked for the record. Knocked Loose put out 2 new singles, Deep in the Willow and Everything is Quiet. Now, Knocked Loose, motherfucker. Holy shit. I'm fucking blown away. I'm blown away. This band only keeps getting better. They're practically mainstream right now, doing the exact same thing that they've been doing their entire career, and that's just wild to me.
It's fucking awesome for them. They didn't have to fucking change anything. They just kind of waited. They waited it out, and it came back. What's
even crazier to me is that they continue to keep growing, but their musical output over the past like 3 years or so, and I mean, I'd say they probably over like the last 2 years just been like like this with their fucking career has been dog shit. They put out one fucking EP and now 2 singles, and that's it. And like they just fucking played Coachella. Like what? And meanwhile, there's bands, you know, putting out a record every year, touring their asses. Like, granted, don't knock the hustle. They've been touring a shit ton since the pandemic has kind of lifted and everything. But it's just like, it's wild to see their trajectory versus like other bands doing the exact same thing as them. And it's just like, they're just fucking up here, and they just like, they're not embracing like the TikTok and shit. They're not really putting out music. They're just playing fucking shows and
their shit, man.
Doing what they want to do, and it's working out. And I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a fucking album this year, or at least another EP, something. But you know, if that's the sacrifice we have to make so that they can like go headline Coachella next, then so be it. You know,
you're onto something there. I'd actually really like to see that shit, bro. They should have fucking replaced Frank Ocean's set.
Fucking imagine, just fucking imagine, like, just a sea of fucking people. All coming to see Knocked Loose.
That'd be crazy.
They are the biggest band on the Coachella bill. Like, influencers getting beaten to shit left and
thrown into pits and shit. That would be funny as hell. That'd actually be awesome. Seeing like fucking Noah Centineo like being thrown into a pit. He's not even fucking an influencer. I just hate him. Point North dropped a new single, Someone You Don't Know. I love Point North. This song fucked. I did enjoy this song.
Been patiently waiting for this new record for 3 years now. The last record came out in 2020.
Damn, 3 years?
Yeah. So they announced a new record. It also comes out in August. Noticing a theme here, a lot of records in August, and they've put out so many singles. Like, it's not like radio silence since 2020. Plenty of singles, but like, it's gotten to the point like they were starting to stack on Spotify, and I was like, oh, it's got to be now. Like, it's got to be fucking now. And it was never now. It was always more songs, and it's like, all right, when is the fucking album rollout going to start? And it's finally here.
You made it, Shane.
I'm fucking stoked, man. I am so excited. I mean, the songs that are going to be on the album that are singles, because, you know, they're fucking a shit ton of singles. The songs that made the record, they're all stacked behind this single on Spotify. So that's all well and good. This song I'm really enjoying, and I'm stoked for this fucking record to come out in like 6 weeks.
Fuck yeah. Damn, 6 weeks? Don't say that to me. Don't say that.
No, actually, it's almost exactly 2 months. I believe it's August 18th. The album comes out.
This year is fucking flying.
It is flying by. Before you know it, it's going to be here.
It's going to be Christmas. I'm going to be the happiest person ever. I'm saving all my energy and happiness for Christmas.
You're just going to be depressed until Christmas?
Dude, I'm just going to be. I have been. Come on. Man.
Since last Christmas, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
MOTHICA dropped her new single, Glow in the Dark. It's like for like the Rocksmith Plus app. Yeah, like a guitar learning thing. So she's fucking awesome, and I expected nothing less than awesome, but I was going into it a little bit like, is this going to be like a movie tie-in song that like 50% chance that it's just total dog shit, you know? Like when they get like the big A-list artists to like make a song for a movie.
Like the Retaliator soundtrack?
That song's awesome. We don't talk about that one. You know, some of the ones we talked about. Didn't Doja Cat do one where you were like, I didn't like this at all? And I was like,
actually, I did like her song.
It's a movie pack-in song. Of course it's going to be bad.
Yeah. I like it now, but I think when it first came out, I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
That was what I was talking about. Not the Retaliator song. That one's great.
No, the Retaliator song is dog shit, man. It's okay to let go of a bit. It's okay to let go of a bit. The trap is going way too far.
How is it a bit? I can't lie to myself, Gloria. I enjoyed the song. It is what it is. Anyways, I had just a smidge of hesitancy because it's not quite a movie tie-in, but I was like, okay, but what if? Luckily, that's not the case. It's just a MOTHICA song that is also for this app, which I fucking love it. I'm stoked on new MOTHICA. The song is great. I've been jamming the shit out of it. I was like listening to it on repeat last night while I was getting ready for bed. It was fucking awesome. It really hits at 2:00 in the morning.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I listened to this shit at 5 p.m. today. I don't fucking know. I'm sure it does, Shane. Ryan Oakes dropped a new single, Come Around and Find Out. I wish he was able to just name it Fuck Around and Find Out, because we all know that's what he means, but it's okay.
Yeah. Been seeing this fucking chorus all over TikTok
Can't
for
fucking
literally
get
the
away
last
from
month.
it.
I honestly thought it was a song on the record I thought I missed.
Yeah, like they did like a feature song.
Yeah. The song is great. It holds up. The full song, because that's another thing that like I get very nervous when like the artists promote the shit out of one little part on TikTok.
Like 30 seconds is
yeah,
good,
and then I'm like, oh shit, the song comes out and you're like, damn, well that part was like the chorus was good, but the rest of it is not. This entire song is great. So stoked it's finally out, because it's either that song or Numb has been all over every discovery platform I'm on. Every single one. Like I go on fucking Instagram, boom, front page.
Fucking
TikTok on the following and the For You page. And I'm like, I can't fucking escape these songs. Yeah. I watch them every single time. I can't even lie.
Exactly. I comment, this is fucking amazing. I'm comment. I do like.
Yes, this is good. And for our last topic, Ask Alexandria put out 2 new singles, Psycho and Bad Blood, announced the new title of their record, but did not announce when it comes out, just that it comes out in the fall. I don't like the look you're giving me. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When we compare these singles that have come out to the last album, shit's leagues better. It feels like I got 2009 fucking Ask Alexandria back. I like them.
Whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. I didn't listen to Asking Alexandria growing up. I didn't listen to them when I got into the alternative scene. So I don't have that tie of, it's compared to their old shit, it sounds like their old shit. I just listen to this and I'm like, okay, new music, let me listen to this shit. Butt rock. Ford F-150-ish. It's like, it's like kind of when you're tuning the radio and it comes on for a second. It's not like you like stay on it, but the second one, I'll say was good.
Yeah.
I'll say the second one was good. First one,
yes. Bad Blood is my preferred of the two. Psycho is definitely a little bit more of like the safe kind of radio-esque, whereas Bad Blood feels more like an Octane song, because it comes in with the chugging riffs and then there's like some screaming at the end. Like
it hits all the notes.
Yeah,
it's like, we did it.
It's not quite a metalcore song. It wouldn't go that far, but it's teetering more on that hard rock, whereas like hard rock meant for Octane, whereas like the Psycho is just like, we're gunning for like regular old radio. Like gunning for like regular radio, which is fine.
Get your bag.
Yeah, because like the 3 songs that have come out off of this record have me as a fan more excited for their new stuff, for the new record, than the singles off of the last record, because that was really the first album, Psycho, where I was like, I have religiously listened to this band. So that's all I have to say about that. They're going on tour with The Who. The Mongolian like throat metal band, not the Who like the old band, like the Who, the Mongolian throat metal band.
This entire time I thought it was the Who, the old man. I was like, that makes no fucking sense. Okay, that makes more sense, but like not as much sense.
I've wanted to see the Who forever, because I don't even listen to it. I just think that's fucking badass.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah, that sounds actually fucking cool.
They're co-headlining with that band. I'm gonna have to find a date that works for me, because I gotta go now, especially if this record is actually somewhat decent and the set list is okay, because now they also have a screamer in the band. Although I'm seeing live videos from the like UK and Europe festivals that they're doing right now, Danny looks like he doesn't want to be there. Depending on the day, the show sounds bad, but they've also had some really great performances. So if they can get their shit together by September, it might actually be worth it, because now they have a screamer in the band that they like hide behind the drum kit and shit.
So, it's toss up, really.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot that Danny's going to come out and look like he rolled out of bed. It is what it is.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I do it every morning. So as I said, that's all the topics we have for you today. So you can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is Good Noise Records.bandcamp.com, and Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Glenn's got your Patreon supporters, your Twitch subs, and your important plugs, and then we're gonna sign off.
Thank you to our Patreon supporters: my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zarian, Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs: Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt, again from Pulses. Thank you, Matt. Sam and Zari. Thank you again, Zari. Thank you to everyone who supports us. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. You keep my lights on.
Woohoo! Thank you. Thank you. Important plugs: Black Lives Matter. Happy Juneteenth, actually. Fuck yeah. This is the first Juneteenth that we've actually recorded on, I think. I think we recorded like on... No, we didn't. We've never fucking done anything on Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Fucking stop Asian hate, trans rights or human rights, human rights, and fucking just be a decent person, you know. Be kind to animals as well, unless they're like a dick to you, but like generally, like, you know, they're animals. Give them a break.
Fair enough.
That's it.
All right. Well, that is all we have for you today. I've been Shane.
I've been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.